Okay, everyone, welcome. It's Carl Hovelson here, and joined with me is Jasmine Lyons and Sedegay. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. How do you pronounce your last name?
Giri.
Giri? Okay, so there we go. So we've got, again, I'm outnumbered 2-1 here today, and I guess that's kind of a normal thing. So, because women are starting to dominate this industry. But what we're going to talk about today is a few things. We're going to talk about creating an engaging blog post. We're going to talk about creating that blog post in 15 minutes or less. That's going to drive traffic to your blog. Okay?
Oh,
you know what we find today is, the most important thing that we have to do with our blogs. Blogs are very, very powerful if you use them properly. Okay? And the whole idea of a blog is to drive interaction and engagement to you, okay? It's providing enough detailed content to get people to click on and go through and read what you have to share, okay? So this content needs to be written in a paragraph or 2 paragraphs or less, okay, is basically what you have to have on your blog. And the first 2 to 3 lines are crucial in engagement. Okay, so we're going to talk about be talking about what we need to do, where we find this information, how can you find it quickly, get it done so that you don't go wasting your day trying to think about what to write about. Too many people are spending hours and hours a day writing blogs, and they're non-income producing. Okay. The whole idea of the blog is to create income-producing activities and drawing the traffic to you to make that happen. Okay, so we're going to go over and we're going to talk about some of that today. And what we'll do is maybe I'm going to do a blog post here, and I'm going to go through things and show you things you need to tweak and stuff like that in a blog post to really make it engaging. Okay, and I've got a blog post that's half built, and I'll finish building it while we're on this thing here, so I can show you what it is. Because we're a part of, at least some of us that are in the boot camp of our own team boot camp, we have things that we have to do every day because it's boot camp, and we cannot miss these things every day. And one of them is creating a blog post, putting a video in the blog post that talks about the blog post, and then syndicating it. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of that today on this blog post because, again, I've partially built it. I didn't want to do a whole blog post and take up 20 minutes of the time on here to do that. So I've basically I'll spend about 5 or 10 minutes finishing the blog post, showing you out how to syndicate it that's out there and how I'm syndicating it now using a couple of features that was shared with me by Mike Aldo. Which, again, I take my hat off to him and I thank him for that because what he shared with me is a really powerful tool for syndicating. I never realized that there was something like that out there. So, first of all, I guess I want to talk to both you ladies here today about, let's talk about the time that it's taking you now to do a blog post, okay? And be totally honest on what it is, okay? Because what I'm hoping to do today is to actually show you how we can change what's the time that you're taking and cutting away all the wasted time and really, streamlining this so that you can start getting straight into income-producing activities with your blog and get the traffic flowing back to you. Okay? So, Sedegay, let's talk to you first. Let me know, and everybody else who's watching here, what you're doing. Like, I guess the process that you're going through as you're building a blog post, and how long approximately is it taking you now to create a blog post? And be honest, okay?
Takes me forever to search what I have to do, what to subject to find. But can I share my screen and go to my blog post to see? For now, I have to know how you're doing in short amount of time, because if I share my screen here,
Yep.
then I'm going there, and sometimes with 2-3 blocks, I don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing.
Okay. So let's go in. Let's tweak your blog. Let's go in and see if we can do something here to tweak your blog. So share your screen with me. Like
I'm
not the
sharing,
blog, not the published blog post. Let's go into your back office into the edit area of your blog post. Okay. That's what I want you to bring up.
I think I have to go there, and it takes. The computer is slow.
That's okay. So am I.
It doesn't log in. It takes forever to go there. And I wish I was preparing those for here. But when I'm going there, I'm just going to the back office of the Empower.
Okay, let me. Once you get that done, we'll flip over to Jasmine, and then we'll flip back to you. Okay?
Okay, great.
Okay, Jasmine. Okay.
Yes.
You and I were talking earlier today, so share with everybody just kind of what your struggles are right now, and you know what we need to do to fix that. Okay?
Well, it's not so difficult, but you know, it just takes a bit of finding of what could I possibly write today, and for today it was pretty much easy. It's actually, I want to say that I thought about this yesterday, so. Today's topic was Better Days Will Come, and it's just pretty much like a song I listen to all the time. And thought of yesterday, since thinking of this yesterday, I thought that, you know, today would be a good day to write down today's blog post. So it didn't really take much because I already had an idea of what I wanted to write for tomorrow's blog post, which is today.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what I want to get is how long is it taking you to complete a blog post?
It varies.
Be honest with it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it varies. Sometimes it varies.
Okay,
Sometimes
but
it
I want
takes
you to
me an
be honest
hour,
with
2 hours.
Okay,
Or
so an hour to 2
Sometimes
hours to do a
less.
blog post, and you know what? That's not abnormal. Okay, that's what the average person is taking. Sometimes even longer than that. Now, what happens is something that we can never get back, and that's time. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to utilize and strategically design the way we do things. Okay, so with most people when they're struggling out there, this is some of the advice I give to people. Okay, we are a blogging company. Okay, and we encourage every single member to blog, right? Okay,
yes.
so the other thing that we do is we encourage every member to blog every single day because it's important. That's how you build following. Now, because we have mass content designed and developed within the company through hundreds and hundreds of blogs, this is what I tell everyone to do, okay? You go and you select a couple of leaders that are doing blogs, okay? Find out who's blogging on a regular basis. Like you've got John Oakes that blogs on a regular basis. You've got myself, I believe Justin Varengia and Dee Varengia do that. I believe Tracy Walker does that. You know, there's a lot of people in Empower that are blogging on a regular basis, okay? What you do is if you can't think of something, you can't think of it, okay? This is what I do, and this is what I tell a lot of other people to do. I want you to go and look at other people's blogs. See what they're writing about. Find a topic that just resonates with you. You may find something that they're saying, you know, here's 10 tips on how to produce leads for free or something like that, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're literally going to take the content of that blog, okay? You're going to grab that content, you're going to modify it to be in your own words, okay? So that means maybe you modify a paragraph. Maybe you're going to keep like the 10 steps in there, okay, which you'd want to do. You can maybe rewrite the 10 steps just slightly different so that it's not plagiarized. Okay. Now, you know, we in Empower Network, we share our content. Everybody does. Okay. But this allows you to grab content and then republish it on your blog. Now, what happens is when you go out and you syndicate your blog across social media, nobody has the exact same list. Okay? Nobody has that. So we gotta. You logged in twice here, Jazz.
I know. I'm trying to switch over. Sorry.
Okay. So what? Okay, now we fixed it. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to be able to take that content, modify it really quick, and then get it out there because nobody has the same list. So when you go onto social media, your social media following is going to be different.
No.
Hang on. Okay, it's going to be different. So you're going to want to syndicate that out because maybe some people will be on the same list, but most people won't because everybody has their own way of creating a list on social media. Like my Facebook list of friends are probably not the same as what your Facebook list of friends. Maybe I might have 50 or 60 people out of my 4,000 that might be on your list, but then I've got 3,800 or 4,200 other people that aren't, and that I'm going to be syndicating my information off to. Maybe you're on LinkedIn, or maybe you're not on LinkedIn, and I am. So now I'm going to be taking that content. I'm going to be hitting my LinkedIn connections with that. Okay, doing the same thing with Google Plus, the same thing with Pinterest, the same thing with Twitter. Okay, now what we're doing is we're just sharing the same information. You find that there's people out there on the internet that have all kinds of information that's already there. You can take portions of that. You just can't write word for word unless you give them 100% credit. Okay, but you can take portions of their information and add yours or add your additional information to it, and that then creates a completely different content blog post. Okay? And on all of those, you're always going to have a call to action. So the whole idea is to provide valued content to your readers, because when you're providing content and it's going every day out to your reader base, okay, these people will start to follow you. Okay? Now here's one thing I need to highly caution all of you on here that are listening and that are on this panel right now. When you start to blog, you cannot stop. You must do it every day, because you will have dedicated followers that will come in and read your blog like it's a book, like every day is a different chapter. And they're going to follow that. And the moment you stop, that's the moment they think that, okay, you just gave up. And now they don't follow you anymore. And this person could have been, like we call it, 3 feet from gold in coming into your business. But because you stopped, they figured, okay, well, there goes another one, right? So the idea of having information and blogging every day is vital, but you've got to have engaging information, things that people are looking for. Okay? Again, you could go to Google Trends and type in Google Trends and find out what the latest trend is that's out there, what people are searching for. It'll give you different topics on there of what people are looking for. Okay? Then you go out and you find stuff like that. You could type in articles on whatever, and it'll bring up thousands of articles that are written on whatever trending topic that's out there. And you could go in and take bits and pieces of these articles and create one article yourself, and you can do that in less than 15 minutes. Okay? And I'm not talking about copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. You've got to make it realistic from you, because your viewers are going to be looking for you providing the valuable information. You understand? So you got to make sure that it's done. There's a bit of work that has to be done by you on everything. Okay? And this takes away the plagiarism part of things, because you're not copying people's information word for word. Okay? What you're doing is you're taking the information and you're just putting it into a different format and providing a possible solution or something to somebody that's out there. Solutions are the best. every time you blog, you want to actually provide a solution. Because if you can't provide a solution to somebody, there's really no need for them to actually follow you in anything. And that solution could be anything. It could be, you know, how to stop your kayak from sinking, you know, how to catch bigger fish, you know, whatever, how to knit a better blanket. I don't know, right? I mean, the niches are, there's thousands of them out there. And you can engage on any single one of them, and there's content. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of pages of content out there for you to get that information. It just takes a quick type in, and all it is, write this down, articles on, and then whatever the subject is. Trending topics on, right? Today's trending topics. Okay, this is how you find information fast. If you can't think of it, find it. Because here's the thing, the more time you spend on writing a blog post, the less time you have for income producing activities. And you can't get that time back. That time is gone. And especially in a month, okay, people need to make money every single month. That's why you're here. You need that to pay your bills. You need to pay whatever it is, right? You need to survive. You got to buy groceries. You got to pay your rent or mortgage or whatever it is. So you can't spend the majority of your time trying to think up the best post to write when the simplest one will actually make you the most money. Okay? Blog posts don't have to be a novel. The most powerful blog posts that you can write and put out there are ones that have critical, crucial value in the first 2 paragraphs. Okay? Most of my stuff that I write are 2, maybe 3 paragraphs. But the first paragraph is the first thing that they're going to read. They're going to read that, and if it doesn't intrigue them, they're gone. Okay? So that first 2 or 3 sentences that you write on there have got to be the ones that create the best value that are going to keep your reader going down and down and down. Because as they start going down your post, and I'm going to show you how all this is done in here, they're going to be clicking on things. Maybe it's a picture. Maybe it's a hyperlink. Maybe it's a button that says click here for more info. Okay? If you lose them on the first paragraph, they're never going to reach that end. They're not going to scroll down. They're going to go there, they're going to read what that content is, and if they find out, like if you put there, oh, how to close a sale in 15 seconds as your title, and then you get there and you're talking about boats or something, right? Or you go in there and you go, hey, you know, my name is Carl, and, you know, I've been online for that. You know what? They're going to read that. They're going to, well, this guy's not telling me anything, so I'm leaving, right? First couple of lines have got to be impactful, okay? Such as, you know, your title might say, how to close a lead in 15 seconds. So your first line is going to be, have you ever closed a lead in 15 seconds? Here's how you do it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you've got them. Right there you've got them. Because once they have that, they will continue to read. But if you don't have that impact on those first couple of lines, you lose your reader. Okay, does that make sense to everybody in here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Sedegay, are you ready with your blog?
No, it's very slow, and it didn't go to the blog. See, when I'm going there, I'm in this blog still doesn't do anything.
Okay, so I tell you what, text your link to me in Skype. I'll grab it and I'll put it in here and I'll bring it up and I'll share it on my screen. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll do that. And what we're going to do here is, for each one on the panel, we've got Steve Shannon on here too. So Steve, what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one of you guys. We're going to grab a blog post and we're going to go in and we're going to tweak them. Okay? And we're going to show you how to get impactful blog posts going so it creates engagement right away. Okay? Because you want people coming to your blog, you want them reading it. Okay? So that's what we want to do.
Link.
Okay.
I sent the link in the chat part.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. So let me just go and grab this. Okay, that's actually your back office. I don't think I can load that, but we'll see. Just give me a second here.
You have my permission. Go to my back office.
No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, cheating, huh? That's what it is. See? It actually comes up there. Cheating, huh? Right? That's what it says on my screen, trying to go into somebody's back office. That's too funny. Okay, is this blog post published?
No.
Not yet, eh? Okay. Okay, well, do you have one that's published you can give me? Give me a published post.
Okay, I'm gonna find that.
Okay, and then we'll do that because this one, it comes up cheating, huh? That's pretty funny. David Wood. Way to go, buddy. Okay, so while you're doing that, let's go over, let's go to someone else. Steve, do you got a blog post that we can go in there and tweak? Oh, hang on a sec. Jasmine, you're muted here. Unmute yourself. Just one sec, Steve. We'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
I have to mute you, Jasmine. Are you on the go, or you have to leave, or? I can't hear you. You're still muted. At the very top, uncheck the microphone. Can you find it? Right at the very
Okay,
top.
I see it. Okay, here
That-
I am.
Okay. So are you on the go or what?
Right. No, I'm not leaving yet. I can't even leave yet for another 45 minutes. I have a few blog posts that are published. If you guys can, if one of you guys can go there for me, I'm on my iPhone right now.
I will go and you've done some posts in our room. Let me go grab one from there.
I actually have more than 5. I
Yeah.
think I have
Well, I
11.
know you got lots in there. I'll just go find one
Yeah.
in there. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
And I'll bring it up. Okay, while I'm trying to do that, we'll go to Steve. Steve, do you want to share one of your blog posts? So we'll go to Steve first, Jasmine, and then we'll come back to you.
All right.
Just trying to figure entire screen. Hang on a second here.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
just a minute. You see my screen?
Not yet.
Well, am I doing it right? Hang on a minute.
Okay, you got to click on the.
Yeah, I did. I want to put the little green box.
No.
Sure.
No, what you do first, you got to click on the actual tab that it's on, and then go back and click on the arrow, okay, to share it, because you have to initialize it.
The actual tab?
Yeah. So go to your Internet Explorer,
Okay.
whatever it is you got it on, and click on the tab that it's on, and then go back and click the green arrow at the top there, and it'll start screen sharing.
Okay, I'm in two different. It's in two different.
I find this
Hang
one.
on, Sergey. I'm with Steve right now. You have to wait.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right, what I got, Carl, I got to bring it up. I got it in two different. I got Internet
Browsers?
Explorer and I
Okay,
got
so
the
why don't you just give me the link in Skype? Text it to me in Skype, and I'll bring it up here, and we'll go through it.
Okay. Stand by just 1 second. I grab it.
Okay.
As soon as I can get up here.
So all of you in here, just get me a link, and then we'll go through. Jasmine, I'll find yours.
Well, I
on
can't.
your iPhone.
I
I'll
could,
find yours.
but I don't think I have that feature.
No, that's okay. I'll share it. I'll find your
Okay.
link and share it.
Okay, here it
Plug
comes.
my phone.
Set
I'm about to go to
again
bed here.
here. Oh.
Let's see. Enter. You got it?
Okay, hang on.
I think you've seen this one before.
Where did you put it? In Skype or in the room?
Group chat.
In the group chat? Okay, just give me a sec. I gotta go over to group chat.
Says group.
Yeah, I'll just go in there and get it. Okay, so
Yeah, I had two different browsers. It's not in the same browser.
that's okay. So we're just gonna look at this. Okay, so now I've got that. I'm gonna share my screen here, and this is gonna be Steve's. So we're gonna cover that. Everybody can see that now?
No. There it is.
You see it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay.
Okay, we can see it now.
Okay, so here we go. Steve is doing just video, okay? So here's the issue with this on a blog, okay? What you now have to rely on is you have to rely on your content that you have in your description on YouTube to drive the traffic to here, okay? Because there's nothing here for the spiders to index, okay, when they come to the site here. Because what happens is the spiders are going to come and index this blog, they're going to see this video, and then they're going to go directly to Google and get the information from there. If you don't have it in your description there, no traffic will ever come of this. It's done.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I advise everybody. And again, I'm going to bring up my blog so I can give you guys an example. Okay, just going to load mine up here. You guys can see it loading. Can you guys see it loading?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the blog post that I did today. Okay, and I still have to go and add something to it. Okay, but here I've talked about how important culture is in your business. That's what my title is. The first line is culture is very important in business because, believe it or not, it's not always about the money. Okay, so right there, people are wondering, well, what do you mean it's not always about the money? So now they're going to want to find out more. Now I have my video that pops up. Okay, and then I have, of course, it's about the people you engage with. So now I'm starting to explain what it was all about. So people now are going to start reading this downward. Okay? You understand? Because if you have, whoops, where did I bring that up now? Okay. Right now, Steve, on yours here, there's really no content at all right now other than what your video is. It's like having it on here like this, it's like just sharing it off your YouTube channel. There's really nothing to it. So if I actually clicked on here and I went to your YouTube channel, okay, I would need to know what there is in here. Okay, so here you've got in here, you've talked a little bit, so you have some information in here for that, and you've got your link, which is very good. Okay, so now what happens is when the spiders index the site, they're going to go back to here, and they're going to see what information, and this is the information they're going to index. Okay? Now, my advice to you is when you do that kind of stuff, you have this same information on your blog. Okay?
Yeah, I just started to do that, yeah.
You need to, because remember, people are going to come to your blog here, okay, and they're not going to do what I did. They're going to come back and they might go, okay, I'm just going to see what he has to say here.
Hey, Brian, this is Steve here. You know, I was trying to figure out what I could do, what I could say tonight, and then I got in a conversation with a guy by the name of Carl.
Okay, so we have where you're starting off to see what that is, but what you didn't start off with was what it was about. Okay, listen to my video.
Hey, it's Carl here, and I'm going to talk about culture and how important is culture.
Okay, you see the difference between how I started mine?
Great job.
And how yours is. You understand? Because the moment they click on here, I'm immediately going into what the topic is.
Right.
Okay? What yours is, not saying it's not a bad video, but you're still talking about something. We don't even know how culture is actually coming into this yet. So what you want to do is kind of start your video like I did, talking about what the topic is, and then go into this part. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, because this is like whenever I do, if you go through my blog and you look at any one of my posts that are in here, the first thing I say in my videos is what the topic is. The first thing. And I talk about why I'm going to talk about it. And then I get into the details. Okay? But then again, on mine, on every single one of mine, this is why I've got a good readership following from my blog already. Okay? Again, I talk about the interest that people are looking for. Okay? And then my video, again, starts off.
Hey, today I'm going to talk about what people are really looking for online.
Okay? What's my topic?
Right.
Right there. You see? So I'm immediately going to engage with people so I don't lose them. Okay? I don't want them leaving the video now. And see, now they're going to see what I have to say about what people are looking for online. Now, this is going to create engagement. Some people are not going to agree with me, and then what are they going to do? They're going to comment down here, okay? They're going to comment at the bottom. Whether it's good comment, whether it's bad, it really doesn't matter. We're talking about engagement, okay? You're always going to have somebody who has a negative thought to what your positive thought is, okay? And you see how long my video is here? It's 10 minutes, okay? The average person will stay 5 to 7 minutes on my videos, okay? Because of the way I release my content through my videos. Because I get immediately into what the topic is about my site. And this is, this is going to take some training on your part to learn that. But it's all about, if you're going to build a blog that's going to engage, you have to make sure that it actually does engage. Okay? Right. Now, I know some people out there are not doing, like Michael Martin does videos as well, but if you go and listen to Michael Martin stuff, he gets right into the meat and potatoes right off the hop. Okay? So, if you want to do video blogging or vlogging like this, you need to be able to learn how to get right into the meat and potatoes in the first 30 seconds of that video. Okay? And if you go and you listen to Michael Martin's, that's what he does. He's into the meat and potatoes. Alex Zubrev, meat and potatoes. John Oakes, meat and potatoes, right off the hop. Okay? If you're going to do just a video with no physical content, wording content. And I personally don't recommend you do blogs like this, because you're losing out on indexing and you're losing out on the extra traffic that this could be drawing. Because right now you're depending 100% off of that YouTube video drawing the content to you. Okay? Because you've got nothing else on this site for the spiders to index. The spiders, once they come to this site the very first time, they've already indexed everything on the side, everything on the bottom and stuff like that. So when they come back, they bypass all this and they go straight to the new content. And what are they going to do? They're going to index only your link to your YouTube. That's it. Nothing else. You see, so you're losing out on potential traffic to your blog because you never gave any reason for your blog to be indexed.
Good point, Carl.
Okay? So this is why it's very important. This is why, like, even Michael will tell you, throw a couple of lines of text on there, because you've got to be doing that. And again, this is constructive criticism. This is all with love to you guys. Just trying to show you that if you're not getting traffic to your blog and you're not getting interaction from your blog, this is a good reason why that it's not happening. Okay? So this is just to help you guys get that little bit further. Okay? Now, I'm not sure which one. Oh, this is something else. Okay, so let's go back and we'll do Setigaze here. So let me just bring up that one. Okay? And I'll start sharing the screen here again.
You know what happened to mine? Since I changed my theme and that Get Money came, I lost all my blogging. I can't find them anywhere.
You didn't lose any of your blogging. Your blog is right down here at the bottom. Okay? That's where it's at. Okay? So now here's some of the issue that you have. Okay? First of all, it's not even titled. You've got blog page. Okay? You need to be going in, and maybe I've got to do a one-on-one with you instead of getting go through your thing there and show you what you're doing that needs to change. Okay? Because right now you're missing out on some real powerful stuff. At least you got a picture here, which is good. Here you're losing out. Okay? You're losing out on indexing right here. Okay? This needs to get off of here. We need to get that changed. Okay? Let's see if there's anything else here that needs to be changed. See, you've got no pictures here, and if anything, you need.
Why it doesn't show any picture? Because I put a picture.
Well, I'll have to go through and see what you're doing here, okay? Because there's something missing. Okay, you can see all your blog posts here, but the one thing that I need you to understand is this site, okay, the Get Money template,
Yes.
is designed. It's designed to create leads. It's a lead capture blog site. Okay, so you don't see. It's not like a traditional blog where you have it looks like this and you have the content on the home page and stuff like that. This is a traditional blog template. Okay, whereas yours. No, where did I have it now? Yeah, this one here. This is a lead capture. So here's what happens when people come to this one here. Unless you're actually physically going out there and doing syndicating the blog post, which means that you'd be clicking on this one here, and this is the blog post. Okay, that's the link you're going to syndicate. That's why you have these buttons here. Okay, so when you click on a button like this, you go and you share it out to the world on Facebook. Okay, so you're going to go and you're going to write something similar relating to this. You know, do you speak the world of existence in everything that you do? Right, something like that. And then always ask a question or create a command. Okay, it's like, do you, will you, have you, something like that. That's getting them to engage. Or if you haven't seen this, you need to check this out now. You've got to tell people to go there and look. Every heading, everything that you post must be in some kind of a command to create and force engagement. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So every time now you guys go to syndicate, and that's using these buttons again, right? Syndicating. And you know what? Am I loud? I keep worrying that I'm too loud on here. So I'm just going to check my volume because I don't know, I get this thing where everybody tells me I'm too loud, so I'm just going to...
No, you are okay.
Okay. I just worry about that. Okay, so now you're going to click on each one of these and you're going to create a command. Okay, here's another picture. Now, see, this is immediately going to pick up something off the sidebar because you don't have any pictures that are coming out on Speak the World of Existence in here. See? Look, what do you have? Speak the World of Existence and all audio. There's nothing. There's nothing there. You didn't put anything in. You see? So that's not a blog post. That's just a statement. Okay? So you lost indexing right here. There's nothing there to share at all on that. Okay? And that's why it went and picked up these pictures on the side here. And it will pick up these at random because there's nothing related to this title. There's nothing here. Okay? So maybe you and I can have a quick one-on-one or something, Sergey, to help you with that. Okay?
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. So, but this is what you're doing on your particular blog, on the Get Money blog. This is, again, in my opinion, it's probably the most significant blog template that Empower has come up with. This is like an incredible template. And this one will convert. It's actually converting high for me right now. Okay? Because I have two blogs. I have this one, which is my branding blog, which is all about me. Okay? And then I have my other one, which is Live Life on Your Terms.info. Okay? This is my Get Money blog. And I promote this one here. I don't even do much blogging off here. I've only done a couple of blogs on here. But I use this to promote because it is a killer template. Okay? It's an absolute killer template. What happens is when somebody lands on this page, okay, here's what's going to happen. They're going to go like this. They're going to read this. They're going to read this. They're going to read this. And then they're going to go this. They're not even going to come down and see this. They're not going to see any of this. They're going to stop at the last yellow button. If they don't stop at this one, they're going to scroll down, and then they're going to go like this. They're going to think this is a capture page. They're not even going to know this is a blog. And that's what's amazing about this. Okay? Because when you share just your main domain, this is what they're going to see. And if they get to the bottom, they might see the little word blog down there and go, what's that? Right? But in most cases, they're clicking this button, or they're clicking this button. They're not even seeing the bottom. Now, is that good? Absolutely. It's fantastic. Okay? Do you care if they go to your blog? I don't know. I'd rather have them come join my business, and then I can teach them how to use this blog to do the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
That's what's genius about this. This guy here, genius. Okay? Creating a blog post. I've been blogging for 10 years. This is one of the most attractive and compelling blog templates I've ever seen. Okay? And that's my opinion. This one here will get people to convert every single time for you. But you want to get people driven to this site, you got to be getting your blog post indexing. You've got to make a reason for people to get here. Okay? You're not going to get organic traffic anywhere if you're not drawing them here. Okay?
How you indexing?
Indexing is what I just showed you here. That's when you're going in and you are clicking on those buttons. These buttons here on your thing. This is not indexing. This is syndicating. Indexing, you don't do the indexing. The indexing comes from here. Okay? In your blog post, okay, as I showed a lot of people before on here, it's all about how you do. Now I'm going to go through and finish this post here, but the indexing happens from the SEO settings, okay, that you have in here, okay? The SEO description is usually going to be the first 2 to 3 lines of your blog, okay? And again, those first 2 to 3 lines better be talking about the topic. If they're not, you're out of luck, okay? Then you'll have your common keywords that you're going to be using from here. You know, I talk about culture. How important is culture? Those are keywords in there. And then, of course, I got Empower Network, and I got a few other words, keywords that I use in here that will attract off of different posts. I got David Wood's name in here. People search David Wood all the time. I'm going to hijack traffic from him to my blog. Okay? Team consistency. I use that all the time. If people search team consistency, I'm going to show up every time. Okay? And then I have my own You Want It to Know. And the other most important thing is you must have your name. Every time. Must be a tag in here, and it must be a keyword in here. Every time. You can see my name right here at the end. Every time. Because you're selling yourself as part of this. You're part of the package. Okay? So you have to make sure you're doing that. If you have your blog that is branded to a specific, like if you've got a mapping to a specific URL, like, you know, I have youwantedtoknowblogging.com. So I've got You Wanted to Know in here because I got a You Wanted to Know site and I got a You Wanted to Know blogging. So I have that in here. Okay? Then you're also going to want to make sure that you have the name of your blog. Okay? So I also had, like you said, live life in your own terms. I could actually throw that on here too if I wanted to. And it's going to search live life. If anybody type live life or your terms, I can put those in there, and that would draw traffic to this. You understand? Because those particular things, if you have not the URL, but the heart of the actual domain that you had, you'll get tracked by that, and that will come back to your blog. Okay? That's all part of the indexing process, and it's done once a day. Okay? Sometimes more than once, depending on algorithm changes by the search engines. Okay? But indexing will never change. The process of indexing will never change. It may change in the way that the algorithms did, but the process is always the same. It's always going out and looking for new information. Okay? So feed that information every single day. If you're not filling out this stuff here, and this SEO title is always the title of your blog, because that title should have your keyword in it. Culture, okay, you see that in there? Culture is in my keywords. Culture is in my description, okay?
Yeah. Hey, Carl?
Yep.
The section just above, scroll down a little bit.
The call to action or below?
No, I have these 2 sections in mine.
Oh, yes. Let me go to, I'll show you what it is. I'll go to my Live Life. This template is different from the Get Money. So let me go to the Get Money here, and we'll go into a post. Okay, so I'll go into the edit section of this one here. Okay, so this is the Get Money one, and it's got two different, it's got a theme SEO and it's got regular SEO. Okay, so you're going to have the theme SEO settings. I actually put in the exact same stuff in the theme SEO settings. Not sure how that will be impactful, okay, because I'm still trying to figure out the theme SEO settings. It probably needs to be a little bit different, but it doesn't hurt to have the same keywords and title and that in there, okay? But this is the one down here that you need to make sure is done, okay? This SEO, for sure.
All right.
Okay? And then always select the call to action, okay? Now, I recommend either one from the comments agree, the comments, or the social share. You can choose these up top here, but these are more specific if you're talking directly about blogging or directly about industry leaders, okay? But these sections right here, you got 3 different options in each one of these. Pick one of these every time you go, but make sure it's related. Like if you're asking for opinions of people about it, then use the comments agree, disagree. If you're looking for feedback, use comments. If you really want people to share with others, then you click one of the social share. Okay?
Okay.
And then again, they have the different languages down here. So that's what you'll use the call to actions for. Make sure you use one every single time. Okay? Because your site needs as much call to action as it can get on it. And they're all different the way the call to actions are. So if you look at the post, like this particular post, okay, I've got the call to actions that are down the side that come naturally. Make sure you do your bio, so you got your picture there, and you've got, you know, what you are and what you offer, that sort of stuff. Make sure that's always in there, okay? And then you get your call to action that comes at the bottom, okay? And that's this. What do you think? Okay? I want people to engage. I want command people every single time. Command people to engage. Okay? And then they can leave their reply and so forth.
All right.
Any questions at this point?
No, thank you.
Okay. Let me just go over the theme settings because this is real important because I know a lot of people are not doing this on their blogs because I go and I look at a lot of blogs throughout the day. You know, I'm checking them in our all-in room and stuff like that, and I check my own teams and stuff like that. Here's the bio, okay? This is going to automatically default to About David Wood, and then it's going to have, I don't know what kind of language is in here. It's Latin or something that's in here. It's a Latin description. Make sure you go in there and do a short bio about who you are and what you offer and that kind of stuff, okay? Make it short, not long, okay? I have mine divided into sections with pipes, okay? So pipes are, where is it on the keyboard? It's right above your enter key, your big enter key. Right above there, there's the backslash, and right above it is a pipe, okay? So you hold down your shift key and you hit the pipe, okay? So I have it selected into different sections of what I cover, okay? Author box. Okay, again, you want to make sure your picture's in there too, because that happens at the bottom. Okay, when people are like when they comment and stuff, that's where this is going to come up. It's thank you for reading my post. This is just the standard generic, and I just added my Skype on the end. Okay, and then this is where you fill out everything for your YouTube, your Twitter, all that stuff. So the social engagement. Make sure these are all filled. Okay. And my advice to you is, if you're not a member of one of these social networks, join it. Okay? Don't say, well, I don't want to be a member of it. Well, if you don't want to be a member of it, then don't complain if you don't make any money and you don't get any leads. Because you right then and there telling yourself you don't care. Okay? So, and that's what I tell each and one of my team members. Anybody that says I don't want to do it, I says, well, I guess I can't work with you then. If you're not interested in helping yourself, I'm not interested in helping you. Make sense?
Yes.
And get that attitude. You're a business owner. Okay? If you're going to spend time with people, make sure that they're willing to do what you tell them to do. If they're not willing to do it, don't let them waste your time. It's that simple. Sometimes you got to be hard in this industry. And you got to be that. That's why you will see Alex Zubarev and John and Mike say, you know what, I can only work with people that are all in. A lot of people take that as, well, I'm not important. No, it's because these guys have so many people in their business, they have to prioritize. what they need to do. As you get busier, this is why, as you're building leaders, and these leaders are the ones that need to take over for you, for the newer people coming in, so that you can deal with the more advanced people as you're advancing. Does this make sense?
Yes.
It's like the advancement of management, right? You know, you start from a regular employee, and then you move up to a senior employee, and then you move up to a manager, then you move up to a, you know, the supervisor, and then you move, and it's all a way you move up the ladder, okay? And during that time, you're grooming other people to take over your duties that you need to do. That's how you build an army, okay? And in this industry, you can build a very, very powerful army by just going through those steps. But it all starts right here. Like I'm teaching everybody right here, this is where it all starts. Make sure that you fill everything out, because when people go and leave a comment on your blog, if they leave a comment and they see David Wood's picture here and this is all in Latin, what kind of, you know, what kind of message is that sending people? Right? If your bio is set up to have David Wood and all Latin here, what message is it? You know, they come and they look at this from the side. Let me bring it up here. Okay, like I showed you before. Nope, wrong one. Crap. Let me just get there, and I want to show this on the side here. I don't know how you get past this. Blog. Okay, remember how I showed you I had my picture down the side here and stuff? Okay, it's not showing it in here. I can't do it in this version. I have to actually view it. So let me just go back here and view it. It's so important, you guys, to be doing this and showing this kind of stuff. Because if nobody's actually doing this properly, it's really, really difficult to actually show you the importance of this. I mean, when you go to a site and it's incomplete, what is that telling you? What kind of message is that? See, when I go down here, I have my picture that's down. Where is it?
Yeah.
There it is. I scrolled too fast.
Yeah,
okay.
but...
Now, if you have David Wood's picture here and it's all in Latin, what is that telling people? Right? That you're incapable of putting together something professional. Okay? You need to have who you are and who you're about. This isn't David Wood's blog, this is your blog. Okay? Make it your own. Make sure that any time your name should be at the top there, not blog, right? So, you know, this is what is so important about following everything you need to do in here. And you know, it's unfortunate, but all the tutorials are here. Okay? Everything that you need is here, and very few people are actually going through and watching these. And it's all done here for you. And this is where people, and I'm going to kind of change the subject here for a second, but this is where people don't take this business seriously. Okay? Again, they'll go and they'll work for somebody else, work 8 hours a day, be paid a certain amount of money an hour, and do whatever they're told there to get a paycheck. And then they come here, and we tell them how they get a paycheck, and they go, well, I only have an hour a day. Right? Why don't you go to work tomorrow and tell your boss the same thing? I only have an hour a day to do this. How do I do this in an hour? What's going to happen to you?
Out the door, buddy.
Yeah. Unemployment, here I come. Right? So treat this like you would treat your own full-time or part-time job or whatever you have. Give it the same amount of love. You know, I did a post the other day where I broke down things and that it really resonated with people. Let's say you had a job that paid you $9 an hour. Okay? Are you actually making $9 an hour when you get paid? Can anybody answer that?
No.
Okay. How much money do you actually think you're making an hour?
Well, the government takes a third of it.
It has nothing to do with the government. Nothing to do with the government. It has to do with you.
Oh.
Nothing to do with the government. Everybody thinks, oh, it's the government. No, nothing to do with the government. It has to do with you. So here's an example.
Your value?
I'm going to give you 2 examples, okay? 2 examples of how your hourly rate at $9 an hour goes down to $6.50 an hour. Okay? Just using 2 examples. Okay? I'll use a 3rd example, which will make it go down to $3.65 an hour. Okay? So, at $9 an hour, you're going to go and work, and it's going to pay you $72 a day, which is about $380 a week. Okay?
Carl.
So, what people don't take into consideration is their fees to commute. Okay? So, it costs money to go to work, whether you're driving to work in your vehicle or whether you're taking public transit, whatever it is. So, that could be roughly about $7 a day for commuting. Okay? The average person will not pack themselves a lunch. So they will go and buy lunch 2 to 3 times a week at roughly $15 to $20 a lunch. Okay? So we're talking $95 a week just on those 2 expenses, which now brings you down to about $245 a week or something like that. Divide that by 40 hours, and that works out to about $6.65 an hour. Just those 2 expenses. Now, if you have kids, and now you got to pay for daycare, you can now subtract an additional $125 a day or a week, roughly, maybe depending on daycare. I'm doing daycare at about $500 a month. Maybe it's $1,000. So if it's $1,000, $250 a week. Well, if you only make it $380, you're minusing $95 for your commute and your lunch expenses, and then now you're taking another $250 off that. You're now making about $3.25 an hour from a $9 an hour job.
Wow.
Okay? And this is a month, okay, or a week. Okay? That's your expenses a week. And then people have the audacity to come back and say, well, $45 a month is just too much money. Go back and see what you're spending a week going to your job. And then come back and tell me how much money, how expensive that is. Even at $197 a month, if you bought the Kalatu Premium, and the Inner Circle, and you're paying $197 a month, it's still cheaper than going to work and spending for your commute. Forget the child care. For going to work and having a lunch 2 or 3 times a week. It's still cheaper to do our business and go and work for somebody else at $9 an hour. You see, nobody takes that into consideration. They don't even think like that, right? So when we have something like this that has all the training all built in, like this is here, and these tutorials are all good, then you got the additional training that our company gives you. You've got the additional training that the members give you, such as this. And what's it costing you a month again? $45 minimum, $197 maximum to create an income that you never thought was possible. You think Michael Martin ever thought he'd be making $30,000 a month, or Alex Zubra would be making $40,000 a month? You ever thought that would ever happen to them? They probably never thought in a million years they'd ever have something like that happen. You know, people will work 40 to 50 years and never make $1 million in income. And in our industry, you can do it in 4 years or less. You see? But $45 a month is way too much. $197 a month, that, you know what, that's going to break me. You know, I have to go to work every week and spend $95 a week going to work, getting paid $9 an hour. Even if it was $12 an hour, $12 an hour will work out to $9.35 an hour after paying those fees, because that's $400 a month. And that's not including if you had to pay child care or anything, any other expenses. Right? People just don't take the very simplest little expenses in their life and realize how much it costs a month to run things. And then they have the audacity to tell me that $45 is too much to spend here and I just don't have the time? Are you friggin' kidding me? You know, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but you know, when I sat down and ran those simple numbers the other day, I just want to bang my head up against the wall when people tell me that $45 a month is way too much. And with $14 a month or $45 a month, all you have to do to create the sales for this is just share a $7 trial opportunity. I put 67 people in my business at $7. I've made, I don't know, somewhere around $4,000, $4,500 in the last 4 months. That's not a lot, but you know what? That's more money than most people make an entire year online. You know? And again, you know, I have to say my results aren't typical, but the same thing is that I work very hard for my money. I put as much effort into my business as if it was my full-time job, because actually it is. And it is a job. And if any of you think, well, I don't want a job, well, you know what? It's impossible to make money without having a job. Your job is to go out and make money. Right? So it's just how you categorize it. That's all that it is. Right? So I know we kind of got off topic here and kind of went a little over, but it all relates back to this blog, how everything is happening. If we're not taking the blog seriously enough to go and generate the income, the time that it takes to do that, I'm telling you, I can do all this in 15 minutes. Okay? And so let me just prove to you how this can be done. Okay? Now I already have mine that's done. Okay? And again, I could have done it right from scratch, I guess. But I didn't do that on here just to save some time because I knew we'd get into other topics like I just did. Right? So, but let me just go and finish this blog and show you just how quick it is. Now, this blog took me about 7 minutes to write. Okay? The one I'm going to take you into right now. Got to get into the other one. Oh, it's actually right here. Okay, so this one took me 7 minutes to write it. It took me I did this was a little longer. It took me 10 minutes to do this video, but you know, I took that a little bit longer. So let's say that's 17 minutes in total. Okay, I would have had this finished maybe 2 minutes later, doing everything I needed to do. It's very simple what I do here. I just do a couple of bolding that's in here. I've got a picture of David Wood I put in there. I've got this information. I've got my one picture I need. I could put more, but I'm not going to do that in here. So I'm going to put a couple of bold things in here because I've got Empower Network as part of my tags. Okay, so it's going to be indexed that way. Okay, and now we've got Team Mastermind. I don't have that in there, so you know what? I'm going to add Team Mastermind, and that's added in here. Now this content you see right here, I have an offer for you. I have all this stuff already pre-written. This is a cut and paste for me. All this stuff I have is pre-written, and you can do a lot of that in yours. I have this call to action where I offer all kinds of things for them to come in here, and I can share that with you. I cut and paste that at the end of every single one of my things, so it makes my blog post a little bit longer, showing that it's got a little bit more information in it. It won't get indexed because it's repetitive copy, so they won't index this part. They're only going to index this part that's written. Okay? So I'm going to go in, and I'm always going to have a bold, and I'm going to have an underline, or an italic, I should say, and I'm going to have a bold, or I may even have an underline in there. So I'll just find something here as culture. So I'll go in, and I will underline culture. And the reason I'm doing that is because each one of those types, the bold, the italics, and the underline, are indexed individually as a separate tag. Okay, so it's always good to have those in there. A lot of people don't know that, but those are real important to have some of those in there. And make sure that those keywords that you underline are in the tags and are in the keywords as well under the SEO section. Okay, so guess what? I'm done. Right? So that was the extra 45 seconds that I needed to put in here. You know, other than I did my video, cut and paste the video in. Okay, and for people who don't know how to do that, just gotta wait for it to save. Okay, so for those of you again that aren't sure of how to do your videos in there, you find out where you're gonna post it. So I always post my video between the first and second line of all my posts. Okay, so I will select that and I'll hit the enter and I'll go down here, and then I'll go in and I'll go insert video. I'll grab the embed code and I'll paste the embed code in here, and boom, baby, there's my video. Okay, very, very simple. And again, make sure your video is talking about your content. And that's it in a nutshell, guys. I don't know if there's anything else you want me to share, or if you have any comments.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Go back. It sounds like I should just go back and take those ones I just got videos on, reshoot the video, and just delete that post and just do the same post again.
No, you don't have to do that. Look, you can just go forward from here. You don't have to worry about going back and redoing anything, okay? Because it's done. Even if you went back and did it, the chances of it getting re-indexed probably aren't going to happen because it's already indexed at. So that's done. It's over.
Making a whole new post.
You just start fresh. You can't, because even when you go back in there and you add the new content, chances are it's not going to get indexed, okay? Yeah. Because it's already indexed it off the title. So
well, no, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm not going to go back and bring that up and then put the content in there. I would take that same feed and redo a video, make a new post.
Yeah, you can do that, but you got to change your title. So you would slightly reword your title, okay? And then go in and do like the videos, like I showed you what I do on mine. This is why I get so much. That's why my YouTube channel is blowing up, okay? Because first of all, I'm posting a video every day, but my video content is talking exactly about my blog content. I'm providing valued info right off the bat, and this is what's getting engagement happening. Because people are looking for that engagement. They're looking for the information. They want value. You know, if you're going to sit back in your chair and going to say, you know, sat back and I had a great conversation with this guy today, and nobody knows who I am or who you're talking about, that doesn't mean anything to them. And you're sitting back here in your chair and you're going like this and you're talking. This is body language, okay? What you want to be is you want to be in their face. You want to be talking to them like this. You want to be the one in charge in the video. You want to show them authority in your videos, okay? And you do. You want to be in their face. I mean, look how I am, even on these Hangouts. You know, I mean, I'm kind of like a bull in a china shop sometimes. I understand that. My wife tells me that all the time, right? You know, that I'm loud and I scare people and you know, whatever. You'll get to know me, right? You know, when you all meet me in Nashville, you'll be able to, you know, do whatever you need to do at that point.
Recognize Carl.
So, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you want to make sure that you're an authority, because people are going to hear it in your voice. They're going to hear the passion, the positivity, you know, the leadership, that sort of stuff coming out of your voice. If you're doing a video and you're kind of hesitant and you're looking away a lot and stuff like that, you want to be looking right at everybody all the time. Okay? You know, go back on last night's Mastermind. Okay, this is what everybody should do. You should go back and watch last night's Mastermind and look at how Michael Martin addresses people, how John addresses people, how Alex, and especially how David Wood addressed everybody last night. You know, he's there like this, and he's looking at you, and he's looking right in your eye. You could see it. He's demanding. He's demanding your attention. When he looks at you, he's looking straight in your eye, right this. And I'm telling you, last night it kind of gave me chills the way he was looking at me through the camera. It was like he was looking directly at me and talking directly to me. You see, and that's why he's so good at what he does. And it takes time to learn how to do that. You know, I mean, I've been doing videos for years, and I'm still not as good as he is, right? But he's got that authoritative voice. The guy is like, you know, I'm not going to say angelic because he's not angelic, but he's infectious. He's infectious, okay, because he can draw your attention to him, you know, and he repeats his stuff all the time. So he's telling you, he's commanding you over and over and over again until you actually do what he's telling you to do, okay? And that's some of the other things that, you know, you want to get those qualities of. You know, when you're talking to people, saying, look, you know, if you want to work with me, you know, now's the time. Just click that button below. You know what? We'll get on the phone. We'll have a conversation. You know, you don't even have to make a commitment right now, but let's get on the phone, okay? Call me on the phone, okay? My information is down below. Let's talk. Let's talk right now. Give me a call, right? That sort of stuff. You want to be telling people what they need to do, and they will do it. They will react. I do it all the time. You You know, when I'm on a Skype call with somebody, this is why I close people so well on Skype, because I get on there and I'm looking in their eyes and I'm saying, look, I says, we can do this. I says, we'll get on. As soon as you're registered, we'll get on, we'll go through the coaching, and we'll get you done. I just need you to do a few things right away, and that's it, and then we'll get into coaching. So just go to that page. Are you at the page right now? Go to the page right now, click the button, and go and pay your $7 and get registered, because that's the only way I can get you locked in and get you on your way. I have to do it that way. It's the only way we can do it. So are you on that page? Good. Go there, click the button, fill in the information, and let's get going. And that's all I do. And I get people to go there, and they go and they register, right? But you've got to be confident in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself, and belief is the biggest thing. Okay? Because people are going to tell whether you actually believe in your vision or whether you're bullshitting your vision. Okay? And that's it. Because that's how you're going to either gain people or lose them. Because they will tell if you're BSing them or not, because they can tell by your body language, by your voice, by your eye contact, everything. Okay? So, you know, me, I'm passionate. I'm terribly passionate about this company. I wouldn't be wearing their logos. I wouldn't be all this stuff if I wasn't passionate about them. If you notice every video, I'm wearing this hat. Every video that I'm on. Almost every video. There are some videos I'm not wearing a hat, but when I'm wearing one, it's this hat. Okay? Because I'm passionate about this company. I will talk about this company day in and day out. I drive my wife nuts. You know, that's why she doesn't even ask me, how's your day go? Oh, wait, I don't want to hear about it. All you're going to talk about is Empower Network. Right? So, you know, it's funny, but, you know, but she can tell that I'm energized when she comes home, because I am. I'm energized from the day I can hardly wait to get up and go to work. Okay? That's how much I love this company. I can hardly wait to get on here. I look forward to doing my blog post every single day. I've never missed a day since I've been with this company. Never. Okay? I even do it Sundays. So, you know, I just don't miss a day, and I do a video every single day, up to 3 videos a day, depending on my day. Okay? I will do a video for my blog post, and I may do maybe a second blog post, or I'll do a video that I just post on Facebook telling them to go to my blog post. Right? So I love to do videos, and you should, once you start building your passion, the stuff is just going to flow. And then you're never ever going to have any trouble finding your content to post engagement on your blog post. So, anything you guys want to add to that? Nothing?
Time to go do, Carl.
What's that?
Time to go get her done.
There you go. Get her done.
I just want to share screen my blog post. I didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Yeah. I forgot to bring yours up. I'm sorry, Jazz.
No, you're fine. I was actually busy trying to pin my hair up and do some other things.
Well, guess what? I stopped the broadcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't jinx yourself. Oh my gosh. That's absolutely great that you even mentioned that. That reminds me how Steve Harvey kind of messed up, but then he went and joked around about his embarrassing moment through I think it was a T-Mobile commercial. You guys can just go to YouTube, Google or YouTube T-Mobile / Steve Harvey. You can see what I'm talking about. And I just wanted to say that because how Carl kind of messed up yesterday. He did it twice. We were recording, and he messed up twice. Like, oh my gosh, that is.
I killed it twice.
But yeah, but you know, like I said, I told you not to beat yourself up about it. You know, shit happens. You know, but what I'm gonna do here is quickly see if I got enough time. I'm gonna go to all of my posts here if I can.
Okay, again, I don't want you guys going to your old posts. Okay, what's done is done. It's from this day forward. We move forward with actually creating the proper engagement and the way to drive traffic to you. Okay.
Right.
So don't worry about previous posts. I don't. I got like 900 posts. You think I'm going to go back and modify them?
Right. Recent posts. I think this is one of the ones that I published. It's my inspiration for life's attractions. It's weird how I kind of do things. Like I will come up with a topic, and nothing comes to mind, but I will save that topic for like a later use. And
Okay.
here, I'm not going to read it, but here's just one that I did.
Here's what I'm going to talk right here. Stop. Bring it up to just where the text is. Okay. Now, I shared with somebody today. Oh, Fern. I shared with Fern today. Like, here's what you want to do. Okay. Here's a blog post. Okay. Now, what is attracting about this blog post? Is there anything attracting about this?
No.
Okay, if you guys came to this page and you saw put it back up, Jasmine, put it back up to just the right. Okay? If you guys came and landed on this page and just saw this, would you even read it? Give me an honest
I
answer.
probably wouldn't, considering that is my post.
Okay. Here's the big thing that I'm talking about. Okay? People are audio-visual, okay? Now, if you don't have the audio on there, you better have the visual. You better have something on there that's going to attract their eyes, because words don't attract people's eyes, okay? You know, when I look at this, it's like, oh, I got another book to read, even though it's 2 paragraphs, okay? And it's all scrunched together. Now, what I want you to do, Jazz, is go into your back office and bring up this post. I'm going to show you something that's going to change things just slightly that's going to make this even more attractive, okay? So go and bring up that same post.
It's here. It's in different tabs.
No, I want it in
On
your
the back office. Okay.
We have to modify it in your back office, so I need you to bring it up in the back office. So we're going to go in and we're going to modify it right now.
Right.
I'm going to show you what it's going to look like, okay? And then we'll go and refresh the actual one. Okay, I have to put on my 6 eyes now, so I got to put on my glasses here so I can see. Okay. And then we're going to see this thing transform. Okay. No, don't click on View Post.
No, I wasn't going to click on anything.
Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to, okay, you see where the first line where it says blogging daily dot at the eye, put your cursor in front of the eye and hit enter.
I don't see that. I'm sorry.
Okay, the second line. No, we're talking about the text. We're in the text.
Here.
We're just modifying the text. So no, at the eye, the beginning of the second sentence. Ready? I want to inspire. Second sentence, second line.
Okay, sorry.
Second line. Right at the eye. I want, right before the eye.
What about it?
No, before the eye. Before the eye. Okay, hit enter. Okay, now we're going to go down. And we're going to go to, okay, on the third line there at the very end, on a. Okay.
Okay.
On a. Enter. Okay. Now we're going to go down a little bit. Okay, on the fourth line down, it's important. Okay. And we're going to leave it at that. Okay, now I want you to click update. That's just step 1 right now. Okay, go to the next tab at the top there, the My Inspiration tab there, and refresh it so we can see what it looks like now. Okay, see now show whatever, before you oh, you did refresh? Okay, it's okay. Okay, everybody saw what it looked like before. It was just one big giant blob, right? That's okay. There's
still refreshing. Okay, there we go.
Okay, now scroll down. Now we have a totally different look.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
much better than
Now it's
before.
much better to read it, isn't it? Okay, now let's go back to your edit post. We're going to do one more thing. Scroll down. Okay, now at the beginning of the second paragraph,
Okay, right here.
yeah, click right before the I on the second paragraph on I want to inspire. Okay, now click add media. And we're going to see that picture there, the beliefs that you have on that page. Click,
Yeah.
click that picture. Click that
Okay.
picture. Nope, wait till it's got a check mark in it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now insert. Actually, we should have actually hyperlinked it, but that's okay.
Well, it's a lot better now.
Okay, now let's just, for right now, let's just click update. Okay. Okay, now this thing wasn't even categorized. Hang on, did you click update already?
I have.
Okay. Okay, before we go and look at it, okay. Okay, scroll. Are you on the edit page? Go to the edit page.
Okay.
Go back to the edit. We need to so there's a few things you haven't done too. You've got everything that's set it uncategorized. Never, ever publish anything in an uncategorized category.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay? Because it will index it that way, and nobody will ever, ever search uncategorized. Ever. Okay? So, go down to your categories, uncheck uncategorized, and there you go. Inspiration, there you go. No, there you go. Now, update. Oh, hang on. You haven't done your SEO. Hang on. Okay, you haven't got your call to action. Okay, select the call to action. Which one do you want? Which one do you think is important? No, profitable blog is not right. Which one do you think is important?
Comments, think.
There you go. Okay. Now that title should be the same as the title of your blog.
Inspiration. 4.
Okay. Now the keywords.
1 second, hold on for lights attractions. Keywords, what's next?
Okay. Let's go up to your blog. No. I want you to find out what you think the keywords are. So let's go up. I want you to look. Okay. Write in what you think your keywords are.
I'm not sure if you can put this in here, but
Well, if the keywords are not in your post or not related to your post, that's kind of related, so you could keep that.
okay.
Okay. And again, in keywords, don't ever put capitals ever, because nobody
Okay.
types in a search with capitals. Okay. Some people say it doesn't matter, but it does.
Right. I gotta leave in a few guys. I'm in between trying to get dressed for work still, and
That's okay.
okay.
Okay, so you know what? Let's just leave it at here. Copy those words for right now. Copy those two. Put it into your tags.
Okay.
Okay. If you're going to do a blog, you need to do it right. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it half of what it is. You need to make sure. Okay. Scroll down. Okay. You got your feature image in there. Okay. Good.
Right.
Scroll down.
I want to ask about this.
I don't do the excerpts. I don't do the excerpts.
Wow. Okay.
They're not worth the time. They're just okay. Hide feature image. Click. There. Okay. Always hide the feature image so it doesn't show that big
Right.
image at the top. Okay. And did you have the same thing for Facebook at the bottom? Yes.
think I
Okay.
did,
So you're good. Okay. So now we're going to go back and take a look at this blog post. Okay, so what did you see that came and disappeared? What did you see disappeared? What disappeared from, first of all, what disappeared and then what changed?
Just a mass of words. Went from a mass of words to.
Okay. There was something else that was on there that you probably weren't focusing on, which is very important. At the very, very top, if you scroll to the top, remember how I told her to hide that image? Before, that image was above her post.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? What happens is, when you have and yours was a small picture, sometimes it's huge, depending on the size of the picture that's put in there. And what happens is, people come to your blog and that's all they see, and they won't bother scrolling down. That's it. You've lost them at that point. Okay? Unless it's a picture that's really going to attract them, right? But if it's not a picture that's going to attract them, they're just going to go, well, what the heck is this? They're not even going to scroll down because they think that's what the post is, right? So now we've eliminated that. Now what we've also done is we've broken up this blog post now to where it's readable. And we've brought some eye candy into the picture by putting that picture in there. Okay? You see? You see the transformation we did on that post? It made it from something that really wasn't attractive and probably wasn't really readable to something that was readable. Even in books, there's paragraphs. When you read a book, there's paragraphs. But when you write a blog post and no paragraphs, it's just that is eye-numbing to people that are reading, because you can lose your way too fast in a big block of words. That's why paragraphs are so important, so that you can space out the information. So now we've seen a full transformation of one post. Okay, hopefully this helped out you guys.
Yes. Excellent.
I don't know how to.
Just click the arrow at the top there, and that'll stop sharing. There we go.
I'm still sharing.
Yeah, just click the green arrow for the screen share, and it'll stop sharing.
I don't see the green arrow, though.
The one that you click the screen share?
Hold on.
Right on the sidebar. The sidebar.
Oh, okay. There we go.
There you go. Okay. So now we're back. So I think we've done enough for today. I mean, we've been an hour and a half on here, so I just want to make sure that what I shared today helped you guys out, and gave you just a little bit of idea of how you need to that little bit of tweaking can change the engagement dramatically in your blogs.
I also want to say this because I've been blogging, and even though when I'm blogging, the things that really kind of play into mind are my keywords, and I'm like, I know I need to add those keywords, and it's so much into this blog. Like, I was just sitting here telling myself early before me and Carl got on a hangout, like, man, like, I feel really good, and I feel really excited about, like, last night I went into my back dashboard settings and found out the widgets that I added onto my blog post today. So that's why I'm always so excited about, blogging now. I'm like, I got these features that looks really cool for my blog, and it'll attract my customers. It'll hopefully my customers stay engaged into the content, and it'll bring value, and it has some value that they will, find it worth reading. So I'm pretty pumped about it.
Okay, so there you go. So at least we're walking out of here with some kind of positive.
Absolutely.
Something that's really helped out today. That's why I like doing these. Sometimes they just help you guys get across some barriers you guys have a hard time with. So, well, guys, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think we should call this an hour and a half, and I want to make sure everybody has a chance to watch this. Doesn't get too bored. So.
Yes, it was great hangout again, and thanks for all the information, how to use all the feature in your back office and everything, and how to tweak it and make it better blog. Thank you for another hangout, Carl.
No, you're very welcome.
Thank you, Carl. We love you.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go in. I want you to write a blog and over just what we covered. I want you to try and go and do that yourself. Okay?
Sure.
And once you've done the blog and you've published it, I want you to send me the link. Okay?
Okay.
Fair enough?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, Carl, say that again. I missed. Say that again.
For $49.95, I'll say whatever you want.
Okay.
I love that joke.
What I want you guys to do is write a blog post, okay?
Oh, right.
And do it just the way that we just did now, okay? and then send it to me. Okay? I want to see what it looks like afterwards. Okay?
Oh, baby.
Awesome, guys. Have an awesome day. Okay?
Thanks, Carl.
Okay. We'll see you all tonight. Don't forget to call tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
Okay. Take care, everyone. Thanks.